St Michael's Trinity are worthy winners of the league. I won't talk about the teams that have been relegated. The impact it's had on us has been quite significant actually, because we'd played the most games and we've slipped from second to fourth, which is quite a big fall, to be honest with you, and one I was not quite expecting, particularly because initially we thought that we would slip down to third below Kings. We didn't realise that because of Vine Life's kind of lack of games, that they would climb above us into third. So even though it is probably the sort of fairest way to sort it, it has had quite a big impact on our final league standing. If I'd been told that we'd finish fourth at the start of the season, I would have been disappointed, I'll be honest. We finished second last year, behind Kings Manchester. We knew that this season would be difficult, some really good sides getting promoted, and in particular St Michael's Trinity, who've obviously gone on to win Division 1. But still, we felt that we have a really good team, a really good squad, and so if I'd been told we'd finished fourth, I would have been disappointed, because you always want to improve on the previous season. You know, sometimes because of the amount of good teams, not everyone can win the league, but yeah, finishing fourth is disappointing. In an ideal world, we would have liked to have played the games and obviously finished the season proper, and also for the other teams to have finished their games. But that's not something that we're able to have done. So in the absence of that, this was the fairest way. Had we been able to play those games, then I'm confident that we would have finished higher than fourth, no doubt about it. So looking to next season, even though I think if we'd played the games we wouldn't have finished fourth, we would have finished third or possibly even second, but that's something that hasn't happened. We have finished fourth, and like I say, that's disappointing. So I've got to go back to the drawing board and look at how we can improve everything. So that's not just tactics, it's personnel, it's formations, it's attitude, it's everything. We want to be the best that we can be. We still want to play in the right way, and we want to represent the church and the league appropriately, which is the most important thing. But once we've got that, we want to be able to win football matches, and ultimately we've not won enough this season. We've thrown away too many matches from winning or drawing positions, and that's of great disappointment to me. So whether I need to work out a plan B, whether I need to work out how best we protect leads, how best we go on to put teams to the sword and really finish a game off emphatically, who knows? So we'll be looking at everything in terms of formations, tactics, personnel, and really be hoping that next season we can go into it with fresh ideas and a fresh impetus to really take the season by the scruff of the neck, and most certainly finish well above fourth and be challenging for the Division 1 title.
I think fourth is probably what we expected when there was the talk of the points per game way of ending the season. We were in the top two for most of the season, but we have to be honest, a lot of that was because we played more games than the others, and that was as a result of our pitch being playable more than the other teams. Now, had everybody actually fulfilled their fixtures, then fair enough, it seems to be the right thing to do. But we've known in the past that teams haven't fulfilled the fixtures and they've had to forego the points. If that had happened, there was, I suppose, a greater chance of us finishing in the top two. But I think we have to be honest, the two best sides in the division were St Mary's Asbury and Westwood. Whilst we played well for great portions of the 4 games that we played against those two teams, we didn't manage to get a win in those, and therefore I think they were the two best teams to go up. The slight annoyance might be that Northgate finished above us, because I think going toe-to-toe with them again this season, they didn't manage to beat us. We did beat them at home, and we also got a very good result away from home as well. So I think with the remaining fixtures, would have liked to make up a bit of that imbalance. And again, it was very tight that they finished above us. So overall, I'm fairly happy and content, and I think it's probably a fair reflection on the season. I wouldn't have taken fourth because the aim was to gun for promotion, and fourth would never get you up. unless there was some big restructure in the next season. We wanted to show that we could compete with the best in the division, and we have done that. We have gone toe to toe with nearly every side, and I think we've had a good season in terms of the consistency. We've had lots of different players play, but everybody's come to the fore when needed, and we've taken a lot of points from games. So yeah, I think fourth at the start of the season we wouldn't have accepted, particularly given how well we've played throughout the season. We did actually risk playing the final game, what will be the final match we actually play this season, because there were concerns about coronavirus then, and that was the game when we went out of the cup, and that was a really good game, and you did think perhaps that was our last chance of silverware for the season. So it hasn't been a disappointment in that sense, but if we could have had played the games, of course we would have done, but it's clear that the FA and the Premier League, right down through to the CCFL, all made the decision to stop playing. So that seems to be the right one. What we would like to do, though, is try and get back to playing as soon as possible, and hopefully there will be training for the lads to get involved and get excited about very soon. Next season is going to be really interesting because there's going to be a lot of changes if football gets back up and running in terms of safety. Now, I don't think we're like the professional situation because, sadly we don't have the crowds, so there's not as many people out and about. Once outdoor recreation is unlimited and it's okay for grassroots level to continue, then we will be up and running and be ready for the next season. Personnel wise, I think we know Matty Aspinall's most likely going to be to go into New Zealand, all being well in terms of that situation, so we'll be losing him. We would like a replacement central midfielder, but overall the squad is good. I think we've got options in every area. Still lacking perhaps a regular goalkeeper, despite Josh Hughes and Steve Evans in particular have been outstanding, Matt Gosnell as well when they've come in goal. It would be good if we had a regular keeper, so those guys could play outfield a lot more. But yeah, I'm very confident that hopefully finally we can go up next season the right way and not by some points per game system.